Shoot, I'm gonna get this thing recording. So first I'm Keon. I'd like y'all to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people. We live from the
Okay,
grove.
you want to start?
Yeah, my name's four times single, also known as Edward. Real name Edward.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm Beats by Tyler Durden or TD, and I'm basically his producer.
Okay, dope. So you're the producer and you do the rapping.
Yeah,
How long have
he's
you guys
my main producer. Yeah.
hell yeah. How long have you guys been making music together?
Like 6 years, I think,
Oh wait,
Damn.
actually, we started in
or 5 years.
4 years ago in May. Actually, exactly 4 years
Oh,
ago in 2020.
Mhm.
but we met in 2019, I think.
Yeah, we met in 5 years ago. Started making music 4 years ago.
Okay. And were you guys making music separately before that? Or did you guys start making music at the same time?
No, he was making like ages and ages. He started really like fucking like 20 years ago or
No, no,
something.
not that long.
Not long ago. But I
Yeah.
started like producing at 2018, I think. So like 6 years ago.
Okay, for sure.
We
And
actually met. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, we actually met at that point where I was like, I didn't really know what to do because I never had like a real producer. I had some friends doing beats, but we never did like something seriously. And basically, I used beats from YouTube. And
Yeah.
at some point, I was like fucking tired of it already. And by some like chance, we met, and
Yeah,
shit
we
started.
met at some random party. Like my now girlfriend basically introduced us
Mhm.
because she always we met at work and she wasn't my girlfriend back then, but she would always say like I know these rappers. Like you're a producer, you gotta meet them. And we met and we pulled up to the party and basically there were all the kinds of like rappers and everybody there. Like
Okay.
and
So
then I started playing beats for all them, and they all freestyled for like 6 hours straight and shit.
that's
And
hard.
then after that, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna produce for like as. Then I went crazy. I started producing like 24/7, basically making beats.
So what do you use to produce? Like what type of
FL
song?
Studio. I
FL the
just use FL
classic.
Studio. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
And
can't do anything else.
FL, that's where everybody starts, man. I feel like so many good beats have been made off of FL. I was gonna ask, where are you guys from?
Estonia.
Estonia, yeah.
Okay, for sure. And
That's
what's
basically Northern Europe,
Northern Europe?
next to Russia, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah, that's lit. I was
two
gonna
hours from
2 hours
Finland.
from Russia.
Uh, yeah, and 2 hours from Finland by
Okay,
ship.
got you. I was gonna ask, what's the music scene like out there?
Uh, Basically, it's kind of it has two sides. So one side is like it's really easy to get into anything and to become like known in your country. It's really easy to do that because there's like no scenes or there's scenes that's really like like people are making a pop trap and like some are making rock and indie rock. But if you like stand out, it's really easy to stand out basically because
Yeah.
there's not a lot of people doing all this crazy shit, So, but there's also like really cool scenes like when you meet certain people, like they're doing like really crazy shit and like experimental and like mixing genres and all this cool shit. So you just gotta know people and
You just gotta search for like the right people to collab with also,
yeah.
because a lot of people make music, but a lot of them like don't do it really good.
Yeah.
Or like don't really have like a true passion for it, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like they just like cling on to they want to become famous or whatever the fuck, and like
yeah.
it's really easy to start searching for clout or whatever.
Yeah. I had saw on your page like you performing quite a few times. Do you do a lot of shows?
Recently, we have started, yeah.
Well, basically, since last summer, um, I organized my first like live show for myself and
Mhm.
with TD, and with like the purpose to perform myself and also to find like local new talent, like new rappers.
Mm,
And since then we'll be going like kind of crazy with it.
damn, hell yeah.
Yeah, it started off like it's called Grind Season, the main event we're doing, and
Hmm.
it was the first installment back then. What
Yeah,
I
last
said
summer. Yeah.
last summer, and now it's the fifth, and it's like become like a bigger thing, and now we're like using it to find new artists and to show these new artists to everybody, and like make these events and like get everybody together and just like really vibe. And the last shows have been really amazing, and I think this one will be the best one also because we worked so much on this, and like it's I think it will be cool. It will be tomorrow
Yeah,
actually.
it's gonna be tomorrow.
Oh, you guys are gonna have a show tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, kill that shit, man.
Yeah, thanks. We're gonna. Yeah. It's gonna be the sixth installment and
Fifth.
fifth.
Yeah.
Sorry. We had like a small break for like 4 months, but during that time we did other shows. Like the shows we got invited to, basically, or
Hmm.
the shows that we managed to find for ourselves. But this will be like the our thing again.
Yeah, he's become really good at like organizing shows and like getting people together, and like it's really hard shit to get like, you know,
Yeah.
some of these are like really young kids, like 15-year-old. We have the youngest is one of our
Yeah,
rappers.
no TR. Yeah, shout
he's
out to
he's
him.
really crazy,
Oh
and
yeah.
but what I wanted to say is like all these different personalities and getting them together on time, to get them to send out their stuff and like organizing all this shit. He's become really good at that sort of stuff, and
Yeah, every time when I do it, I'm like, fuck it, it's the last time. I had enough. I can't have like all these people. Like I can't manage. Like I can like write to everyone, but every time I do it, I always feel that this is the right thing. That's the what I love to do actually, and
Yeah.
keep pushing, keep grinding. You know.
It's like when once you see that end product, it's like, okay, all this shit was worth it. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Put in
And
the work and you reap the results afterwards. That's how it goes.
yeah.
exactly, man. Dang, that's super dope, man. And I was gonna ask, so do you have any projects that are currently out?
We have some. We like have dropped very like just like spontaneously,
Hmm.
like here and there, and like some projects, but we literally have fucking hundreds of songs with like all these artists, and we're all like planning them on future projects and making everything work and like trying to organize it a bit better into albums and stuff. But we have
Okay.
like endless music basically, and some of it is released. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we even have maybe even too much music in that sense. There are some older songs that are like good, but some of them are not really good.
Hmm.
Like the first time we met 4 years ago, the first night when we like started making music, we did like 30 or like 40 songs in one night, and
Damn.
they were like all freestyles basically, and
Okay.
they are all lost because he had this old computer that got destroyed.
By a vodka fucking drink.
Cocktail, yeah,
Damn.
and
We had like crazy parties basically where people would just like come in and rap, and we would record them, and we would like just record people, and in the morning I would just like mix and hear everything, and some turned out into crazy songs where just it was one freestyle throughout the song, and you literally couldn't take anything out because it was perfect. Some of them were
Damn.
shit obviously, but some of them were just amazing, like
yeah.
really
Yeah.
like really good songs.
Yeah, and we didn't release anything for like 3 years. We started 2020. The first time when we like realized, okay, we're getting something was 2022. We made like 10 to 15 songs that were like some of them are out actually, and like Beat the Odds, Turn Back Time. They were all from this album that we wanted to do called Temporarily Insane.
Mhm.
And some of those songs are already like out on SoundCloud. Maybe when they're all out, I will just make a playlist, and probably won't be like an official album anymore because we moved on and made a lot of more better tracks since then. But basically, during like 2 years, we were like recording nonstop, bad songs, good songs, but that was like the practice we needed. And he didn't
Yeah.
like really mix vocals before, but now he got really good with it. And I didn't like really rapped so much and recorded before, so I also got a lot better with like songwriting and like mic presence and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the same note, like it's really easy to like get stuck into a pattern when you're making music because you like you find something out and you learn and you do the same thing. But usually when you start to switch things up and start approaching it differently, then you like get out when you're like stuck in doing the same shit, you know. And
Yeah.
I see a lot of rappers and producers like fall into this pattern of like, oh, I learned to make beats this way. I'm just gonna do this, but in the end you're just making the same shit all over again like for
Yeah.
a song, and you got to move on from that and find something new like eventually.
Yeah. At some
that's,
point you
that's
have to
what we had
grow
to
as an
do
artist.
too. Yeah.
I was gonna ask, so how often do you guys record or make music like currently then?
Oh
Like
shit, like
Well,
uh
we've been to the stew last night actually.
yeah,
mm,
but there's periods where we make like a lot more, and there's periods where we need like to take more breaks. Like I take a lot of breaks recently. Like a year ago, I would make like music 24/7, but right now sometimes I go weeks without making music because I just don't want to hear anything. Like I just want
yeah,
to take a break. Like don't give me anything. I live in the city also, and it's so crazy. Like you just hear all this shit all the time, so you just need silence for a minute so you can hear what you want to make again, like, and that comes sometimes comes from other music, but sometimes it comes from just silence as well, like you
yeah,
need
give
that.
yourself a second to decompress and
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because I feel like as artists, sometimes you get stuck in such a routine that you forget to live,
yeah,
yeah.
and living's really important as well. So yeah,
yeah,
100%.
that's where the music comes from basically. Yeah,
Yeah, from experiences in life.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and you know, I make music too. I have a whole bunch of friends that make music out here, and it's nice to hear that like because I'm similar in a lot of ways where I'll record good or bad songs because I feel like even getting the bad songs out is almost like a rough draft for an essay or something like that. Like you need to get it out your system before you can
Yeah,
you know, find that gold, like find that one that you're
definitely.
really
Yeah,
rocking with. That's dope. Um what how would you say you guys' like recording process typically goes? Like, do you typically freestyle for most of your songs or do you write or like how does that typically go?
we have like different
Approaches.
approaches, yeah, but the most common approach is where we're somewhere we have like at our place or in the studio or wherever, and like we basically make beats from scratch or play something someone has made, like because currently have like two producers, like me and another guy called Dirty Chews.
Dirty Truth, yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah.
also like really good, and sometimes I really enjoy when like I'm producing in a way that I don't really have to do much, where I'm just like listening and giving like small inputs, like oh oh there should be this, and with him it's also really easy. Like we don't even talk much. It's basically he does something or I do something, and we just switch at one point, and I make the rest, like, and it comes together beautifully. Just like we both see what needs filling up in the beat, and then after that basically he either someone either writes 4XSingle or other rappers or whoever either writes something on the beat or just straight up goes inside and freestyles one part, and then if someone else wants to do something, then we just give him the leave him some space on the beat or make some space.
Yeah, and then if the freestyle is like good, if I'm like okay with it, we can leave it. But sometimes I just afterwards listen to it, write down some notes, like compose like a proper song out of it, and like
Yeah.
re-record it. Basically,
Yeah,
it
but
differs. Yeah,
also I really like to mix on the spot, like basically because when I hear something I immediately have like some ideas what I want the song to sound like,
Mhm.
and sometimes I put it away completely. I'm like I'm not gonna mix this, but when I started I always started mixing instantly, like the vocals, everything. I wanted to piece it together, like make a rough draft of how I want the vocals to sound, how loud I want the mix to be and everything, and sometimes I even make the beat like almost like the end result ends up being the same that I mix on the spot, like basically in 30 minutes,
Damn,
sometimes an entire song.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy mixing?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I really like it because you can be like really creative with it. You can do like make vocals sound really whatever the fuck you want it. Basically, you can
Mhm.
make the beat sound whatever the fuck, and it's all just like making space and like distort, like all these effects and everything you can do with it, and all the mixing you can just like it's super amazing. Like mixing, in my opinion, and in the end, you can just I haven't done it, but I really want to do this with songs. I just want to like remix them on like DJ like controllers. I
Okay.
really want to get into that because that's so like underlooked in my opinion. Like taking songs or beats or whatever, and then the entire thing you should like play it to a controller and add effects, and that's a really underlooked thing in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it is a true skill. I was wondering, some of you guys' like musical influences. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing some of you guys' influences.
Definitely, yeah. Um, Shit, I mean, I've been listening to music as long as I can remember, at least from sixth grade. I
Mhm.
was like 12, 13, and that was this 2004, 5, I think. Basically, when it was like prime Eminem, like ending of the prime Eminem, basically,
Yeah,
when he had those what was it? The song where he like made fun of Michael Jackson.
uh,
Uh,
lose it. Or,
yeah,
yeah,
just lose it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was this is like top crazy period, and I was like in sixth grade, like what the hell, like watching MTV, this like some white rapper like super popular, 50 Cent, of course, that period. But then I was like whatever, didn't like listen much, didn't like pay attention, and in ninth grade I really got into music when I discovered Tupac music.
mm,
Basically I was listening to him like for a year straight, only to him, reading everything about him, and from that I like learned about Nate Dogg, about Snoop Dogg, about the Dog Pound, 213,
yeah.
Side Connection, Ice Cube, Ice T, Easy, NWA, like you name it, all of those guys. I like started from Tupac and went to the whole like West Coast thing,
Dang, yeah,
but
I
at
see
the
a
same
lot of
time,
West Coast love right there, man.
yeah,
Appreciate it. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we really fuck with that. Too Short, of course, that was one of my like earliest like influences. I like used to like freestyle on top of a lot of his beats, and I really like the his like all the style. And my favorite song would be "In the Ghetto." Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's a classic.
In the ghetto. Dun, dun, dun. I really like that song like blew me away because
Hmm.
I used to listen to him like all these pimp raps, these whatever, and then that like ghetto song came up to me, and I was like, oh my god, there's like a different type. Like you don't have to, if you're like okay, you have a certain style of rap, but you don't have to always make that music.
Yeah,
You
you
can,
don't have to
and,
stay in that box.
yeah, and that was the earliest, and I guess for now, I mean, shit. Well, I would say Tommy Cash, of course. Much
Mm.
love to him. Shout out to him. He like one of the goats for sure in Estonia. Have you heard
Yeah.
of him?
No, Tommy Cash?
Yeah,
No, I haven't, but I am gonna check him out after this
hey, check
interview.
him out. He did a U.S. tour last year, I think, with by himself and also with Oliver Tree
Okay,
from
I've heard of Oliver Tree.
yeah. He did some songs with him also, and he did a tour in U.S. with him. And he's like an OG in Estonia. He's basically like
A legend.
the most famous Estonian basically around the world.
Okay.
Yeah, he does like crazy fashion shows with Rick Owens, and like he's really into like a lot of things. So yeah,
Oh shit. No, I'm gonna check out Tommy Cash. See, and
yeah.
that's what I love about the interviews, man. I always get new game and new shit from people. So I'm definitely about to check that out. As a producer, do you have any like producers or influences or just artists that influence you?
well, like it's it's a really like you just when I started listening to like mumble rap, for example, when it
Mhm.
came out, just it was really like basically mumble rap because it was just really like weird to me in the beginning. Like I used to listen to like old school and all this, and I was like, this new wave is coming. Like, what is this shit? Like, and everybody started liking it, and like I was like a complete teenager then, and I started getting into some of the songs, but from there it just completely developed into like I remember it, like 2018 I was just listening to Metro Boomin like beats on whatever songs like Nav like
Yeah.
Future, like everything. I was just listening to them nonstop while I was like riding my bike for like 8 hours, and then I went home and just started making beats and just listening, making beats, listening, making beats. But eventually, I just like grew out of that and realized it's just like I need to do like my own thing. And then I started like listening to all kinds of different music. And when I'm at home with my girlfriend, we just play like this radio that has all this like huge like people who just listen to crazy different music from all over the world. And they're Estonians, and they like have impeccable taste. They're DJs, musicians, all this shit, and
Hmm.
we just play their music, and it's there's no like particular genre, it's just every genre basically. That's and this kind of music really like inspires me because I hear these sounds. I want to like you can make a beat out of like whatever, you can use the drums, whatever, you can make the melody, whatever, and like that's what like really inspires me basically,
Okay.
listening to different types of music. That's it.
Yeah. That's ill. And one question I do end up asking everyone that I do an interview with, because most people have been making music for a long time. I was gonna ask like what has kept you guys going, and like what's the reason like you haven't given up and like continue to like prevail and continue to create and continue to make songs.
Well, for me, that same thing when I met TD, and I met someone who like actually makes beats from scratch. That was like a big inspiration for me to, because at that point I was already thinking like, okay, I mean, I'm not going anywhere with this. Okay, I'm downloading beats from YouTube. Yeah, doing some songs. Some of them are like good, some not. But um, when I like when we met and started making together, I like found like a new love for it again, for sure. And recently, I would say doing live shows. I really enjoy doing live shows, and I really enjoy like doing like I don't want to do the same live set I do every time. I always want to switch it up, add some songs that I've never performed, some new songs, and that really pushes me to make like more music, so I could like perform it live again and have like a diverse set every time.
Okay.
And
Uh,
also
Do
since
you
it's
get just one question on
yeah,
that, and I'll let you finish. Do you get nervous when performing, or are you like confident
yeah,
every
I'm nervous
time?
right now.
All right, cool. All right.
But when he performs, like it's like I don't see any nervousness. He's just
Yeah,
like straight up going in. Like he does crazy shit. It's like
like gets
Sometimes
he's a natural performer. Like that's for sure.
yeah.
yeah, I do get nervous like before shows at some time, and I think it's even a good thing because as I remember someone said that if you don't get like nervous before you do something, that means that you don't have love for it anymore.
Mm.
Maybe don't quote me on this, but this is something I heard like that.
Oh yeah.
And also, yeah, what keeps me going right now is definitely collabing with these new artists we found. Shout out to KV, Bacalauri, NoTR. Making songs with them was like really fun. And before that, we used to make only like me and TD. But then when we found like more rappers, that really pushed me to make more music, also to like collab with them basically. And I
Oh
would
yeah.
say finding producer who actually makes beats from scratch, finding new artists to collab with, and doing live shows. what keeps me like motivated to
Yeah.
go forward.
So kind of like being around other creatives, it like
Yeah, exactly.
keeps
Yeah,
you going. That energy carries. I love that you have that many like good people and that many dope artists around you too. Make sure you DM me some of their music too, man, because like I always
yeah,
love looking for new music for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I, um,
You should check out "With My Belt." That's my favorite song.
Oh, it's
That's
not out
great.
yet, but
Yeah, we have like dog trap bangers that just like are blowing up these fucking parties. Like just
yeah,
blowing up. The bass is just like kicking through the door. It's
yeah.
crazy. Like
We actually finna release an EP soon, like with Dark Trap, and we will have a feature there. Divine 619, infamous
m-
Divine Slap.
my brother, man, like
Yeah, yeah.
we
Shout
grew
out
up.
to him. He actually I found this podcast through him because I was well I found him through TD. Like
Mhm.
TD showed me him. I followed him, and then I seen him posting like your podcast. That's why I like followed and got in
Oh yeah,
contact eventually, and we have a feature with him coming up. I'll definitely send it to you.
that's ill.
Also,
How did that happen? How did that feature end
uh,
up?
ba- basically, he's like a DJ Khaled now.
no, what the fuck? No,
He,
shut the fuck up.
he like to negotiates features,
No,
some features for me.
I just like I link up with this artist like because I'm trying to do like a thing here, but I'm also trying to link up with all our artists in the US. I've been doing that since the beginning. I started in like New York making drill beats and then like some Atlanta shit, and then I was just looking up like like artists everywhere. But actually, Divine, I think he found me. It was the other way. Like
Oh,
I think he found my beats. He used something and he bought a beat, I think, and I also heard it and I thought the mix was horrible and I was said, oh shit, I need to mix this, and I
Yeah,
remixed the song and it was really good. And then I thought like I need my artists to link up with the other artists like that I find, and
yeah.
I like trying to make some matches who would fit together on a song. I thought like him and Divine would go better good on a song, and I just said, okay, do like do something on this, and I'll send to him. He'll write the verse, and I will mix everything, and
I,
we did that. It was really dope.
nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's my brother for real. That's my boy. So that's super ill that y'all getting music in together. I can't wait to hear that song.
yeah, I'll definitely send it to you soon. And also, Keon, I want to ask, can you like send your stuff also?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I most
I'd
of the
love to
time,
hear that too.
yeah, I will, man. I got something dropping at the end of this month, but I'll shoot you all my links and stuff after the interview for sure.
Yeah. You have like a separate IG also for like your personal account?
Yeah, so that was the whole thing with the interviews. I wanted to make it, about the artist, of course. So like I try to be interview key on here and I try to keep my music away from that. Of course, I promote myself in the story, but I try to just help everyone, and just
It's really good.
yeah, like I've always been someone that's always looking for new music. So this is another way for me to do it and then collaborate with artists like how you were saying and stuff. So and it keeps me going too. It keeps me creative because I'm like, oh shit, like it's a big world. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
it's hard. But um, I do see we have 9 minutes left, so I do want to give this part of the interview. Typically I tell everyone, I'm always going to come with my own questions, but you may have had your own thoughts or something that you wanted to say. So this part of the interview, like is for you to like plug all your stuff, let people know where to find you, and also just say anything that you may have been thinking or you wanted to say or talk about in this interview. So I'm gonna just hand it over to you.
I don't know, like well, we're like
Well, we like have actually a lot of projects in mind coming up. So Grind Season Volume 2 is the one I just mentioned. We also want to do lost tapes or like lost and found, like with older songs. We also want to do
we're actually
Godfather of the underground.
we actually want to make like a Miami bass and like
Oh
a
yeah,
dance album like next
Oh,
like for the
yeah,
summer, like just like summer bangers and
hell
like
yeah.
really like turn up Miami bass music and like that fast ghetto shit. Like that's where my mind is at right now.
yeah.
Hell yeah, some
Like
turn up shit.
yeah, some like dance music too, like really fast, like get people dancing because uh I'm like tired of watching people like dance to trap beats. It's like dope, but at the same time, like I want to see people like really like fast grooves and shit like that. Like
Yeah,
that's what really that's the summer vibe for me always. And in Estonia, that's always been like where it's at too. Like people really like to listen to like fast music. They like to turn up to faster music, definitely.
mm,
And like with trap beats it's dope, but also like sometimes I really like miss like the faster vibes and shit. Like
yeah. Something more up tempo.
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And we're yeah, we have so many projects like with him and with all these artists and me. I have like endless things like solo and with everybody else, and it's so much music.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
next upcoming show we have like tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna do my best. I'm organizing it. I'm also performing there, but I'm gonna do my best to film some clips and send them to you.
Oh yeah.
You check the
I'm trying to
what.
see y'all turn up, kill that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have like the first show is like we're just, like really diverse because we have all this like some of these people are doing like rage beats. Some of those are making like almost I don't know how to say it, but it's like happy hardcore like Russians in Russian songs and like really crazy. And some of the people are doing like really chill like jazzy. We have
Hmm.
open mic where it's
Yeah.
like kind of jazzy and like women like singing really like soul jazzy type of shit and. Then we have some like emo shit and some deeper like then we have some dark trap and harder beats and we like then we have some dance tracks. There's like all types of shit
It
in one
just
show.
ranges everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
actually,
dope.
with the open mic, the initial idea was to make a hip hop open mic, and I found some rappers who would like to perform, but then some of them like dropped and said, "Okay, I can do it, whatever, blah blah, sorry, okay." And then I was like, "Okay, we need to find like new people." So I went to another open mic the other day, um, and one of my friends was performing there, whose name is Dan Marcel. Shout out to him.
Hmm.
And I invited him and invited two more people from that open mic who are one of them is actually a singer. She's like pretty famous in Estonia. She competed in like these Got Talent type,
Talent shows basically.
yeah,
Okay.
like Estonia Got Talent type of song show. And the other guy I found who's like a really character. He's like from anime basically.
Okay.
He's like a anime character in real life. Uh, yeah, and he like sings like really good. Like
Like when I heard like some one song, I couldn't believe that like that doesn't like it doesn't
like an angelic voice,
yeah, it was
basically.
like
Yeah.
this must be sampled from somewhere. This can't be like it's
Like
unreal.
someone singing it.
Yeah, the how high it went, like it was just crazy.
Yeah, and the other guy also performing with boom bap, like old school type beats, who's also pretty dope artist. And yeah, so there'll be like a really diverse open mic this time. Not this time. It's actually the first time we're doing an open mic on within the event. So
Okay.
I'm excited what's gonna like happen tomorrow.
And don't forget, let the people know where to find you on socials and where
Oh
to
yeah,
stream
on
music.
Instagram, 4XSingle. Basically, that's my main thing. And on SoundCloud, Grind Season. That's the name of the event series, and also our like my SoundCloud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm Beats by Tyler Durden on Instagram and YouTube. Basically, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Did you get Tyler Durden from Fight Club?
Yeah, I did. I got it like in 2018, and it kind of stuck. And I wanted to change it ages ago, but I still like love it as a producer name. But
Oh yeah.
when I'm doing like other stuff, I'm trying to like drop really different albums that are not kind of beats by Tyler Durden and shit. Then I'm
Yeah.
get some new names for that type of shit. Definitely.
Nah, that's
But
dope.
that is my producer thing. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Hell yeah. And is it, would you say there's like how would I say, like a crowd for rap out there? Like people like rap out there?
Definitely, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. Like all the new generation that's coming up, like that's basically all they listen to. Like they can't get
Yeah,
enough of it. It's pop, like rap is so pop right now. It's just like it's so pop to be rapping on anything. It doesn't even have to be a trap beat. It can be whatever. But to be rapping on anything, it's just the thing for this generation. They really love it, and
yeah,
especially when it's like melodic elements and some singing and all that shit mixed.
Yeah.
It's just what drives everybody and like makes the beats come alive. You know.
Mm-hmm.
you know what's funny? I've seen like actually I think it's happening today. Also, some kind of hip hop party. I've seen like an ad on Instagram, and I like went to the page checking what's happening there. And they had this description. We have this DJ, like whatever, no live performances. Okay, that's fine. And then I just read that text and see the last sentence. It was like, okay, people, let's get together and say goodbye to this culture that is fading away. And I was like, I wrote a comment. Where the fuck is it fading away? Like, what you mean?
Yeah.
Hip hop isn't going anywhere. Like,
Ever. It's more alive
I
than
think
ever,
it's
I would say.
changing and it's getting. I think you have to be like something more. It just can't be the same shit all over again. Like
Yeah.
you have to have something more than just what's been going on for all this time. It has to like evolve, and it's evolving. Like
Yeah.
you can see it everywhere.
I feel like rock music has evolved, pop music has evolved. So
Yeah,
it's only natural it would happen with rap.
yeah. I
Um,
think it's the best time to make music right now. Actually, like
yeah.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I mean, we wouldn't even be able to do shit like this years ago. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a blessing and a great time.
yeah,
Um, I know this is gonna cut out at any second, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys for coming in
yeah.
and let me chop it up with y'all for a bit. Um, it's Tuesday where I'm no, it's Friday. Oh shit. Do y'all watch boxing?
Uh,
sometime, yeah. I
Sometimes.
watch UFC more, but
Okay, I was gonna say Tyson Fury and Usyk they fighting in Saudi Arabia on
oh shit,
Saturday
oh
or
yeah,
shit.
that one I really want to watch. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one right there.
yeah. But shout out to you. Thanks
Yeah,
for the opportunity. I really appreciate it that you.
yeah. It was really awesome talking to you,
Yeah,
and I really wanna like hear your music and like look at your podcast, and it's really awesome